My name is Charlie Brickbill, and I was with this guard unit till I got out in 1967. Some of them came over from Nashville, and they activated this unit. And here's a crazy unit with a totally crazy commander, Captain Major General, whatever you want to call him, Robert W. Aiken, with the audacity of taking over an active duty air base. When the Berlin crisis came along and we got recalled, he said, we're going to try to fly these damn planes. And you've got 460 unhappy warriors. And every damn one of them wants to go home. We got over there to Ramstein, and we were known as the Ram unit has come to save us. The raggedy-ass militia has come to save us. I'll always believe that what the 151st did at Ramstein proved to the Air Force that good guard units can hack it.
I'm O.J. Blunt. I worked for the 134th in food service. Well, I enjoyed the Air Force better because I was in the Army the first time. And I started out as a rooker with no training at all. So I'd come out here in the mornings and set up and cook for everybody on the base.
I'm John Miller. I worked at that base for 60-some years. I started 3 August of 1958.
My name is Richard Hicks. I'm a retired Master Sergeant, and I was here from 1965 when I joined. It was 1991.
I'm Doug Hill. I enlisted on the 26th of January 1972. Back then it was more like family. You knew everybody, and you knew everybody's wife, and you knew the kids. And
of all the years I was in, I never pulled but one summer camp here at McGee-Tyson. Most of them were done en route somewhere, you know, to some deployment. In 1967, when they started the Operation Creek Party, I was fortunate enough to get to go on one of the first trips.
It didn't make any difference if you went or didn't. You go the next time or the next time.
I had the opportunity to go at Creek Party once. We worked 16-hour days, but we only worked 6 days.
We pretty much operated completely independent from the Air Force. I mean, we were using their facilities on the base there, but we had our own little part of the ramp. We kind of proved our worth to the Air Force, you know, that, hey, we could do the job and do it efficiently, you know, and even do it on a rotational basis, you know, back and forth. And to my knowledge, we missed very few refueling missions and so on while we're there. Maybe a lot of times just the weather, you know, might prevent it from doing it, or the fighters, whoever we were going to refuel, might cancel or something, especially on Fridays. By the time Creek Party ended, you know, we were transferring to the 135s. And then, you know, the missions changed quite a bit.
James Honeycutt. I came into the unit here in February of 1980 and retired from the unit in November of 2011. When I came here off active duty, I thought I knew everything there was to know about maintaining an aircraft. When I got here, I found out real quick that I was just a neophyte. Those guys had been at this for such a long time, and they made hard work look really easy. And I could tell the camaraderie that had developed within the unit because of that German mission. Well, we didn't have that. We were a new generation that were moving in. When Desert Storm came about, you began to see the unit gel at a whole different level. We had this tremendous camaraderie going and the support for the mission. They just didn't want to stop. And so you got it got to the point where you had to force people to rest sometimes. They were totally dedicated to the support of the mission. So that wasn't the case with all the units that were deployed, but certainly for this unit, that was the case.
I'm Colonel Jason Brock. I'm the 134th Maintenance Group Commander, and I've been in this unit for about 27 years now. So I call it the tail end of the SAC years and the tail end of the Cold War, for that matter. Folks that were in the unit and had been in the unit a long time were hardcore Cold Warriors. Desert Storm was the first time that we kind of broke away from that. Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Afghanistan, Kyrgyzstan, all over the Middle East, real no-kidding combat operations type deployments. And the worst time I ever had in my 27 years in the Guard was doing an ORI in Midland, Texas. I'll go back to Afghanistan twice before I'll go to Midland, Odessa for a weekend. I think that one thing though that speaks to the character of this unit or the culture of this unit was, regardless of the activity that we're doing, and as long as we were all doing it together, it was still fun. When you're in a chem suit in 100-degree heat with 500 of your closest friends, it's not too bad. The Guard is a huge part of my life. Being able to go so many different places and see so many different things and be involved with things that you feel like in some small way you're making a difference. I tell people this all the time, and I mean it. I thank God every day to get up and come to work.
It was a great place to work. Good leadership, sound leadership the whole career. Good people to work with.
Probably some of the most professional people that I ever worked with.
Military has been my family.
You don't just forget about these friendships that you develop over the years. And I'm still very close with a lot of the guys that I've come through here with, and a lot of guys that are still here.
The Wings overall doing a great job. It's different. It's different than it was. It's a little bit different than it was 40 years ago.
Yeah.
But I guess that's for the good too. A little of my heart would always be in this Guard unit.
This unit becomes a part of you, and when you leave it, it's like leaving your family behind. But again, it gave me the opportunity to advance and go places and experience things that I never would have had the opportunity to do otherwise. So, thanks to the 134th. I love y'all and always will.